afternoon. It's a beautiful day. It's late autumn, and here we are in Bristol, in my place in Bristol. There's a little chapel there. See that little graveyard? That's over the edge, and I'm outside in my shooting range. I do have another channel in that is not devoted to archery. It is devoted to nothing in particular. It's devoted to just talking and being, about things and everything like that. And I'm on I got banned before for a year, over a year, and I wrote to them, emailed them, and they gave me back my channel after being banned for life. But after I appealed after about a year and just said, look, I've got 400 odd videos there. It seems sort of like a bit harsh. And but I'm on another ban at the moment on that channel. Not for a video that I've made recently. Well, it is for a video that I made recently, but there was nothing in that video that they could get me on. But what they did was they went back through all my old videos and found something that I said something that I said a little while ago, and banned me for that. Now, if I get one more ban on that channel, I'm gone for good again, and I lose all the content and everything like that. But I'm going to talk a little bit, I'm sort of, I've just been out in the centre of town in Bristol, and I don't go out much. Don't go out a great deal. I tend to work, eat, sleep, repeat, and shoot a few hours in between. That's my life. And I just spent a little while out in Bristol, and I realised I don't fit in this world anymore. It looks the same, the world. Everything looks the same, but it's all different. And I sort of like come to a realisation about something, because we get hammered all the time with this inclusivity. Everybody's got to be included. You've got to accept everybody. You've got to include everybody. You've got to include everybody and all this And now, I was always an outsider all my life, and that's how I wanted it. I didn't want to be an insider. I didn't want to be inside. I'll be back in a second. I've just destroyed my target. And I realised something, actually, because somebody was pointing something out to me when I was there, saying, look at all these weirdos. Blokes in dresses. Blokes in dresses, people with funny coloured hair and all this and everything like that. And I realised that those people that are like the blokes in dresses and the people with funny coloured hairs and that's normality now. That is normal. And they're the people that when I was growing up would have been the normies, the boring people. Yeah. And we were different when I was a kid. We were different and we wanted to be different. We didn't want to be accepted. Yeah. And the funny thing is, they talk about inclusion and acceptance and everything like that. But if you say something that goes against their thing, they do the opposite. Oh, I didn't want that to happen. They do the opposite of accepting you. That's the first time that's happened age. Yeah, they don't accept you. So the inclusion thing only works one way. Only works the way they want. Yeah. You've got to include transvestites. You've got to include lesbians, homosexuals. You've got to include all these people, these supposed outliers, these transgenders and all this lot. Like, you've got to include them all. But if you should say something that is contrary to what they're saying about anything what they say, then you're not included. You're excluded. So I'm quite proud that the fact now is after all this time, I've still got a YouTube channel. Well, I have a YouTube channel that has been banned. Yeah, because in this world, I've never wanted to be included. I always wanted to be different. I always wanted to be outsider and everything. And anyway, fuck them. Sorry about this. I just wanted a bit of a rant because I went into a pub. I thought Saturday afternoon, a lovely day, lovely autumnal day, a warm autumnal day. I thought it'd be nice to go and have a Saturday lunchtime pint. So I walked into the pub and ordered a pint. After waiting for about 5 minutes for somebody to come behind the bar, there were people working all over the pub, but there was nobody pulling pints, which I commented on. And then somebody came up and went, "Oh, no need to." Yeah, and they poured, and I said, "Could I have a pint of beer, please?" That one. And they poured it with an attitude. And I pulled out my 20 quid note and I gave it to them. And they said, "We don't take cash." So I picked up the pint, I had a sip. I said, "Here you go." And they said, "We don't take cash." So I had another sip. And I said, "This is a pub, innit?" And they said, "Yeah." It was one of my old pubs that when I was younger I used to go in, And I said, "Why don't you take cash?" And I went to get another sip of my pint and they ripped it away from me. I said, that's not a decent attitude. I said, "Do you talk about decent attitudes when you won't take cash?" Yeah. I just don't fit in this world anymore.